Ciao ragazzi, my name is Anthony. Let me know if you do hear me. A huge shout out to everyone in the chat. A huge shout out for everyone for being patient with me. It is Monday afternoon, 4:23, 4:23, 4:20, baby. 16 people here with me right now. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. That's the sound of Inter finishing third. Well and truly in the Champions League places, well and truly surviving for another year. You get me? Do you understand? There are people here in the chat. Big shout out to the likes of White Suburban Kid. Bro, God bless yourself. I get off after a week of night shifts and can come home and crack a beer to this. Bro, I crack it for you, my guy. I crack it for you, my guy. Where are you from again? WSK. Where are you from again? Let me know. You're from the suburbs in America, aren't you? Cheers to the posse. Cheers to the crew. Matt Pickham. Let's get it. Balkan Warrior. Emojis up everywhere. There's a link here to join if you're feeling it. I see my boy Tim in the crowd, but I don't see his face. Oh, wait, no, I see it. Looks like he's proper coming off an exec or a head teacher meeting. I'm going to get my headphones. I'm going to be right back. Get your comments in nice and quick. I don't have headphones on me, so just give me 1 second. I might even put Tim on the spot. Like, how you going, man?
Hey, yeah, good. How you doing?
Great. I'm gonna ask a huge favor of you. Can you be the face and the host of Inter Worldwide for about 17 seconds?
Sure can. Sure can.
Legend.
Mate, I'm dressed to impress today. I'm all good. How's everyone doing today? Got Kemi here. I can't put the comments up on the screen, but I'm just reading through these comments here. Nix Knox, Boca Diop, is it? White Suburban Kid. Mate, I just saw White Suburban Kid's message at the top there. I may have snuck a sneaky drink myself before this after work. Get off after a week of night shifts, bro. That's not good. So how's everyone feeling? Put comments in the comments below there. Tell us how you're feeling about the Champions League match coming up. Are we feeling confident? Anthony, how you feeling, buddy?
Oh, bro, you speak like a true educator, man. I absolutely love it, bro. Look at you. How's school going, man? I just want to focus on you for a second.
Yeah, no, school's doing well, mate. But you know what it's like on the Gold Coast. As soon as it hits below 24 degrees, you got to start dressing up nicely because we don't get much of a chance to do it. So, yeah, almost end of term, so getting into that marking season. But getting there.
Yeah, true. I had to dress up nice 3 times in the last 3 weeks at school. Rarely do I dress up nice 3 times in an entire term, but we had the director out and I had to put on a good impression. So it was no Adidas trackies and Inter jerseys on those days. I was looking very similar to yourself. Uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, it's got to be done. Before we go to some of the awesome comments, because we've got 18 people here with us right now. Tim, I know that you're someone like when Inter suffers, you suffer with them. You are at one with this club the same way I am. Like we are sort of people that where Inter will dictate our mood and dictate our patterns. And the last few weeks has just been blissful for me. And even today, waking up, like I can't remember the last time I woke up, thought about football and didn't just grab my phone to check the results or the news and just thought about it in my head. And I'm grabbing my phone. I'm walking to the bathroom and 3 minutes have gone by, 4 minutes have gone by, and I'm patting Vince and I've put him out. Before you know it, 20 minutes have gone by. And I know in my head there's a Serie A match day going on. I'm very well aware of what's going on in my head at the moment. But there was zero desire. I even went and took a shower and then decided to open it back up. And I saw it with 10 minutes left. I'm like, it makes no difference to me what happens here. Europa League for Juve, it doesn't matter. But hey, karma has come in full circles this season and it came late with one more. Paulo Dybala ices the cake. Juve go down to the Conference League. We make the Champions League. We actually get the business done against the likes of Atalanta and Torino, which I swear to God, if there was more pressure on us, I would have feared the worst. But let's just bask in the fact that we're going to a Champions League final relatively stress-free. Like the cake has been built. We're already eating it, man.
Yeah, no, I was exactly the same this morning. Like I usually wake up, check the scores and everything like that. I didn't even think about Milan's game this morning. Like I saw Zlatan is retired on Facebook, like well after the game had finished. So I was so relaxed. And like I think I said to you in the comments, I was still a little bit worried about getting 4th place just in case Juve get points back. But we are in the clear, baby. It is beautiful.
100%, 100%. I want to give as much airtime to the people that are here as much as possible. And thanks for joining me, Tim. I really appreciate it. It's what, 3:28 in the afternoon for you?
No, 4:28. We're off. Sorry, we're the same as you now.
Same as us now. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Fair enough. Rocky's here. He says, can't wait for Sunday morning here in Melbourne. Off to Lygon Street with the Inter Club Melbourne. I love it. I'm off to Norton Street with the Inter Club Sydney. Oh, it's going to be
jealous.
peak, Rocky. Oh, it's going to be peak, bro. There's going to be over 100 of us watching our beautiful side play this game. It's going to be big. What are your plans, man? Because the Gold Coast, it's not the hottest spot in the world for football, let alone culture, let alone Inter.
Yeah, no, there's no fans here that I know of anyway. So if anyone's from the Gold Coast, let's hook up and watch this. I've got like a few of my mates who watch football coming around, but they're like, Tottenham fans or Man United fans, Liverpool fans, all sorts coming. But I'm just inviting anyone who watches football might just come and enjoy Champions League final with me, wear some blue and support Inter. So
that's great.
Yeah,
man.
we'll see how it goes.
That's absolutely awesome, bro. And Nick Knox is here as well. I love how much everyone is underestimating us. No pressure at all. Just go out and give it our all. I believe in our squad. Love it, man. Same here. Same here. Although I will say this, when I tuned into the FA Cup final, I was by myself on the couch and I thought to myself, I know United's not going to win this game, but it's really important that I see them hold Man City off as long as possible so I can get a gauge of how Inter's going to manage this. And I look down at my laptop to open up Bet365, and I look up to the smooth sailing of Ilkay Gundogan, topping one in on the 15th second. And I say to myself, bro, we need to be on it from the first millisecond of this Champions League final. There is no growing into this game whatsoever. And for those who do know, yes, I am a United fan when it comes to Premier League stuff and English stuff. But even I just sat on there on the couch and went, that's a joke. That's an absolute joke. He's world class. They are world class.
It's disgusting. I just watched the highlights of that game, but I actually chuckled to myself when I saw that. I was just like, oh, wow.
Not as much as you would have if you saw it live, that's for sure. Because I'm pretty sure there were some people in the stadium that would have been looking at their watch going, are you sure this isn't a joke that we've started yet? I'm pretty sure the previous record before that was Louis Saha for Everton. But, when you're scoring inside the first minute, but let alone 15 seconds, that's just incredible.
Just hoping they got all their good luck out of the way for that game. Like, not good luck, but, they're freakishly early scoring. But I mean, we've done it too. We did that against Atalanta. We scored 2 in the first 5 minutes, wasn't it? 3 minutes?
Well, against Atalanta, we scored 2 in the first 3 minutes. The first one was in the 45th second, and then Barella doing Barella things. We know how he does it, right, Tim?
Yeah, that's it. So we have it in us as well. But I mean, Man City's just a different beast at the moment, aren't they? They're like, to me, they're the best team in the world right now.
They're the best. They're the best team of the last. I forget whose broadcast I was watching it, but they said it perfectly when they played up against Real Madrid. The commentator said it very carefully. It goes the best team of the last 5 years versus the best team of the last century. And that's exactly what it felt like to me. A team with more pedigree and history than anyone, just going straight up against the best team possible on the day and on the pitch.
Honest question though, do you feel like Real Madrid made them look good because they're on the downhill slope right now?
Well, this is a transitional season for Real Madrid, and they still don't look awful, do they? By any measure of the world, they never have, and they never will. You've already had to succumb to the fact that you're losing players like Casemiro, Modric, and Cruz, but you've already replaced them with Camavinga and Tchouaméni. On top of that, I'm pretty sure they've actually served the transfer ban for something like 4 out of the last 6 windows. Maybe not a ban, but they've been on restricted spending for a while now. Yeah. So they actually, in terms of budget-wise, they have not broken the bank, which is why I expect them to go apeshit nuts at the end of this season. Like, Madrid is ready to pounce on almost everybody over the next 2 calendar windows. So hopefully they're not looking too much at our players, but I've seen a lot of our fans get a little excited at Achraf Hakimi coming back. I too would like him coming back, but people need to realize that this out of PSG that Hakimi is going, we are actually still his second choice. Madrid will always be Achraf Hakimi's first choice. Always. He grew up there, lucky enough to play and win in a final as well, but he always wants to go back there just before he wants to come to us. I see my friend Yahya in the side waiting, but his device isn't connected and I can't see you. So anybody that wants to come in, let me know. But you need to be showing your face in order to get on, man. Just because of some experience before. Yes, Tim.
Christian Cartello. There's a Brisbane
Yeah.
fan. What a legend.
Yes.
That's the first one I've found. So
Bro, you guys
Hey.
should link up together. I just bought an investment property, Cartello, about 15 minutes outside of the Brisbane CBD. So when I duck down there to have a look at it, I'll definitely be hitting you up and hitting Tim up for sure next time I go to Queensland. I mean, the fact that you're on the Gold Coast means I'll be around. Nobody ever comes up from Sydney and is too far from the Gold Coast, right?
yeah, that's it. That's
That's
I know.
it.
There's always Sydney Heights here.
That's it, man. I'm not too sure how long I've got Tim for, so I'm going to move right into the content that I planned for today. Obviously, we are coming off the back of some decent form. 0-1 to Torino away from home. It was a cruisy game. The team played more than well enough to get the 3 points. A couple of players that I really like from Torino, and I'm going to do a nice video in the off-season of, one player from each club that I would sign. I got the idea from watching my good friend Uncle Sharma do it, I think maybe 2 seasons ago, and I really liked the video and wanted to do something similar of the sort. Spoiler alert, I definitely will be choosing Sanabria from Torino because I really do like him as an attacker and have for a long time. We get the points. Brozovic gets the
shot though.
Sorry?
Was that him that missed that sitter in front of the goals though?
Yeah, he missed the sitter and only make me love him even more because he missed it against us. Brozovic has played himself into unplayable form once again the last few days, as he always seems to do, when he drops off, whether it's mentally or physically. We've got Bastoni, who at the start of the season was my pick for your biggest flop in context to what he can put out, and now he's just risen to the likes of becoming a captain over the next couple of years. The new sponsor looks great. I prefer it more if it's just the Paramount, but next season we're going on the back.
Busy, eh?
It's busy, but we've never had a problem keeping busy, my G. There's a reason why it says Campione 19 on the back of this, and I don't wear it out in public. It looks awful out in the front.
Yeah, that's it. I know. Yeah, that's the thing. The logo is really nice actually, but it's just too much. There's too much going on in the front.
Fair, man. I'd like it if it was just Paramount Plus on it, but next season we're probably looking at Qatar Airways or Turkish Airways, and I'm not even splitting the difference. Either or would be fantastic. They're cash cows of sponsors, and I'll just be really happy with that. Obviously, the boys are feeling good. They're playing well. We've got a lot of really good athletes and a lot of really good players in this side, and they're all just waiting. They're waiting for their next big chance at something new. There is nothing more exciting in the world than something that is new. And for these players, they're 90 minutes away from a new achievement, Tim. They're very close.
Oh, I know. It feels like there's something special in the air right now. I'm not confident at all against Man City, but there's just something everything's sort of falling into place. I feel like our fitness is at its right level. I feel like our mental game's at its right level right now. I feel like the players seem happy. They're just in a positive mood. I don't know. There's just something special going on.
Yeah, I can see my friend Yahya waiting to get in. Just sort of stabilize your face on the screen. I can only see half of it. I can tell you're walking somewhere. You look absolutely beautiful, all bearded up. What's going on, my brother? First time speaking to you face to face. How are you?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can. And we can see you.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm in Stockholm right now, just going outside, It's morning, actually. The reason why I am outside is because everyone is sleeping.
Perfect.
Here.
So in Stockholm, in Sweden, what time is it right now? 6:30 in the morning?
No. It's almost 9 o'clock in a few minutes in the morning. Yes.
Man, I'm really glad that your streets are really quiet at this time of the morning and you can get to go for a walk, because if I tried to pull that crap in Sydney, I'd be on a whole different level. But yeah, it's good to see you, man. In the short time that I've got you, how are you feeling approaching a Champions League final? Are you confident that we can, maybe prove everybody in the world wrong?
Of course. The thing about this final and with City is, Manchester City, right? One thing I have realized with them is that they have been trying to buy this trophy for many years, just like Juventus did with Ronaldo, just like PSG has tried to do this for so many years.
He says
just like you said it on Inter Worldwide. I saw that with video, bro.
It's just honesty, man. What do you expect me to say?
But the thing is,
go on.
The thing is, right, there is a difference between going, shedding your blood and tear and win it, and just buying it. It's easy. For example, Juve was on the verge of winning a treble in 2017. They were so close of breaking our record. Our record. Inter. Could you imagine if that would have happened? What happened to them? They got destroyed by Real Madrid. 4-1. 4-1, bro.
Oh man, I
And
love
this
it.
is there was a Juve fan, this Tony guy on YouTube. He was speaking a lot of crap about this Inter team. He always is drunk. I don't know what it is with him, but he said it's going to be 4-1. You know, the way he lost against Real Madrid, but the way that I see Inter win this UCL. I have this feeling. The heart is telling me everything.
Love it.
I have never been so calm in a final before. Never in my life.
This is one of the best couple of minute appearances on my channel so far, man, because I don't feel your level of confidence, but I love your level of acknowledging just how far other teams have tried to go to get to where we are. And it's all that more poetic and ironic this
And
season
yeah,
because
and all that,
everything,
and
yeah.
all, yeah, especially all that. The reason you are in the final is because you had Benfica and Porto. These are Portuguese teams.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, here is the thing, though. Don't you know that Porto had, even before Mourinho, they had actually quite very good UCL history. So put some respect on Porto and Benfica.
Yeah.
Benfica had it as well. So it's not that easy as people think. And by the way, Juve was 4-1 down in the group stage. And they lost to Maccabi Haifa. Israel, bro.
Bro,
Maccabi Haifa.
where have you been, Yahya? I'm gonna start pulling you into this channel every time I'm looking to slang some of my Juve propaganda, man, because I can tell you feel it just the same way I feel it right in here, bro. The thing for me is that the karma that they've tried to put on us for the last 2.5 years has come
I
around
know.
full circle, man. Full circle to the point where it's the
This
same
is what I
stuff they
say.
were putting
Oh
on us.
yeah, all the things you have been irrelevant for 10 years. You haven't been winning anything, Scudetto. No, we haven't. Okay, but the thing is, you have bought all the leagues. That's the difference between you and us, and it is the reality. And do you wanna know something? We have bigger rivalry with Juve than we have with AC Milan.
Of course. It's
Yes.
not comparable to me. It's never been comparable to me.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it is the truth. I spoke to many Milan fans, and they actually they sounded surprised. I would say that I said that, and I hope every Inter fan agrees with this.
Yeah. Fair call. I'm not gonna talk much. I'm gonna go straight to you guys while I've still got you. Shout out to my student Isaac. I see you in the chat, man. I also saw way too much of you on the footy on the weekend, bro. So keep
And
it on at the games.
Anthony,
Yeah, go on.
Anthony, you said where I am. What did you say before?
Sorry, what was that, man? I was just giving a shout out to someone in the chat, but I wanted to
Oh,
give you guys as much airtime as possible on here. So my question to Tim, and I want you to answer it as well. Our starting lineup recently has been pretty much solidified in a sense that, the midfield will be sorted, the attack will be sorted. Any particular changes from you guys going into this final? I'm going to start with Tim and then Yahya second.
yeah.
It's so tough because the main call that you got to make is Lukaku Dzeko. I just think, Lukaku's better at the moment. I think at his best he's going to be better, but I'm not going to be upset if he starts Dzeko just because bringing on Lukaku in the 60th minute of a Champions League final that possibly could go to extra time, possibly go to penalties, makes more sense than bringing on Dzeko in the 60th minute. So I'm kind of like 50-50 on that one. With the midfield, I think, you've got to start Brozo, Barella, and Hakan. And I think all the other positions pick themselves at the moment. The only one is I've actually been pretty impressed with Gosens at the moment.
Yeah.
The tackles that he's putting in and stuff, like he is flying in hard. Yeah, like I don't know, with DeMarco being injured the last last game, that's a little bit of a question mark, but I still think DeMarco will start. What do you reckon, Yaya?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, that's what I would have said, you know. But the question mark I would say to this is, who will start up front? Is it Dzeko or is it Lukaku? That's the biggest question mark.
For me, it's
The,
got to be Lukaku, man. And I like Jekyll. I really like Jekyll. I know I like him more than the average Inter fan likes Jekyll, but you can't not start Lukaku in this form.
yeah,
You
that's what
really
I'm saying.
can't.
And this question mark is not to you guys, but Inzaghi. That's what
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah, but I would also start Lukaku. Yeah, in this game he's important.
Yeah.
What about you, Tim?
Yeah, that's what I said. I think I'd start Lukaku, but I'm not going to be upset if he starts Dzeko because I also understand the reasoning behind it on Lukaku partway through the game.
Oh, I completely understand it. Like from a tactical point of view, I completely understand starting Jekyll in this game more than other games that you've started Jekyll in. So yeah, Inzaghi's got a really big decision to make here, and I don't think it will be fair of the fans to criticize him either way. But at the same time, someone's going to have to wear the brunt of it if it doesn't work out, and it usually to always is going to be the manager.
Yeah, I think I saw a comment of him saying he's still back and forth in his mind about who to start.
Yeah, because I mean, if somehow we've managed to keep it level up until the 60th minute, imagine bringing on Romelu Lukaku in the 60th minute, while this Man City team of all teams is trying to pepper our goal. All we need to do is to not let them score. We won't get one. You won't get two. Romelu Lukaku might get 15 counterattack looks in the last 30 minutes of the game.
That's it. I know.
Also big shout out to my man, Greek player Karagounis. I don't know if you saw him. I'm originally from Greece, but I saw him. He was cheering for Inter. You know this former player?
Oh, of course I know him. My two best friends in the world are Greek. And
not only that, he won us the Euro in 2004, bro.
Oh, trust me, I know, bro. As I said, my two best friends are Greeks, and a Greek will never pass up an opportunity to make people known of their superiority, man. And that's why I love them so much. So I'm very well aware. And that's why we're brothers of the world, man. We've got someone to represent from all the corners.
Yeah. I know Australia, and Anthony. I know them very well there.
Have you been here before?
No, but I know that there are many Greeks there. So I know from many. I know from a lot of my members. So and friends.
Beautiful. Tim, while I've still got you, man, the opponents, just for a second, because I watched the FA Cup on the weekend, and then I'll go to Yahya for this as well. They're scary good because not only technically, and implementingly, they also just have a player in every position that can pull a cat out of a bag whenever they want. Like, we talk about getting that one or two extra players with quality that can change a game. Their entire lineup is stacked with players that can change games. It's going to be tough, man. How much do you respect them as a footballing side? How much do you respect them as a club? What are your thoughts?
I mean, as a footballing side, I respect them. As I said, I think they're the best team in the world right now on the pitch. I actually like a lot of their players. Like, I've enjoyed seeing Haaland do well. Even Grealish and stuff. He kind of annoys me, but it's good to see him doing well. As a club, I still respect him. Like, people sort of go on about they're just about money, but I grew up, seeing Man City play in the Premier League as a young kid. Like, they're not like they're out of nowhere sort of club. So they obviously have brought their way to this point, but I still respect Man City to a certain degree. I don't know how you feel about it. You're a Man United fan, though, so.
Bro, when I look at them play football, I can't dislike them. Like the same way I dislike Liverpool more than any English club. But prior to last season, I would always say and tell even my closest friends that are Liverpool fans, as much as I hate you guys as a club, I don't dislike this Liverpool. I can't because I'm a football fan first and foremost. I love the game. I love watching the game. It doesn't bode well with me to look at that team under Jurgen Klopp and say I hate them because it's just not possible. The same way I really doubt anybody besides a Juve fan is looking at this Inter side and saying that they dislike this Inter for whatever reason. I think that we play really well when we look good. We have looked better under Inzaghi for periods of time than we did under Conte, just not longevity-wise, just not consistency-wise. But through passages of play, through individual performances and through team performances, we play more attractive football under this brand. We play a brand of football that Pep Guardiola and Manchester City are proud to compete against, which Pep has said as well. So we've been going for half an hour now, and I'm going to let the boys have their last say on the final. And I want you guys to finish off with a prediction. I'm going to go to Yahya first. How do you think the final is going to go, and what do you think the score is going to be?
This is hard. Like I don't know. I predicted, solid Romelu Lukaku last minute goal. You know why? Imagine if Gagliardini scores. That would be awesome.
I don't even want to imagine. He can enter the Hall of Fame after that.
No, I was thinking about Andre Onana. Goalkeepers have scored before. That would be awesome. If he score, from a corner in the last minute, that would be awesome. Yeah, but it's going to be tough, like I said. But it's going to be, I know we have the British media against us, especially. I don't know why these British people always, every time we play in the UCL, we are disrespected. They made this Napoli team look world class. For some reason, they haven't won anything for 33 years. So it's weird, but we will see. It will be tough, of course, in the final.
Do you have a score prediction for us, even if it is an audacious one?
Yeah, like I said, 1-0.
Yeah.
1-0.
Cool. 1-0 would be great. Imagine keeping a clean sheet against this City side in the final the same way Chelsea did. What about you, Tim?
Sorry, was Yaya predicting 1-0 to City or 1-0 to us?
1-0 to us, I think.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm being real, like if I was putting money on this, I'm expecting City to score early, maybe even 2 goals in the first half where it's 2-0, and then we claw our way back to maybe like a 2-1 loss. That's what I'm actually expecting to happen. But pushing that aside, I can also, I in my heart, I can see us winning 2-1.
I was going to say, I completely agree with about 80% of your prediction, man. My prediction on paper is Manchester City to be leading us by 2 goals. We score another one back. I'm 95% sure it comes through Lautaro, like 96 to 97% sure it comes through Lautaro.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is this similar, the way that we went to the final, is it similar, it is Istanbul, right? Is it similar to Liverpool or Chelsea? Because in the 2005 when Liverpool went to the final, they were crap in the league, but they made a miracle in Istanbul. So is it similar to us? That's what I have.
Chelsea versus Manchester City, that wasn't played in Istanbul, was it?
No, it was what
I forget.
I think.
So you're asking if you think if we're more similar to the Liverpool side who finished 6th and 1 in Istanbul, or if we're more similar to the Chelsea side who finished 7th and 1.
Yeah, one of these teams are very similar. I think many people say Chelsea because the way that Chelsea went in that 2021 final, it was average, like nobody expected, and everybody was saying the same. City is going to humiliate them, but that didn't happen. So
we could be a bit of a mix of both, but I would say we're closer to the Chelsea team in a sense that the only thing linking us to that Liverpool side is the fact that it's in the same capital city. But I would say we're closer. My prediction was like basically to go 2-0 down and to claw one back. However, we are going to lose the game 3-1 or 4-1. It's going to be one of those, but we're going to be in it. We'll be in it till 80, 84, 86, 87. They might not score the 3rd goal until the 90th, but I can see it maybe being like a 3-1 and maybe even a 4-1 in the last kick of the game or something like that.
You know what it reminds me of? The games when we played against Real Madrid the last few years, how we put up a good fight, but they're just classy. They're just too classy for us. That's what I feel like's going to happen. But Matthew's inspired me. I'm going 3-0 now. I'm going to one up you, Matthew. 3-0.
Fair enough. Did you watch the final that Juve lost? Great final. When they lost to Barcelona 3-1?
No, I didn't watch that full game.
I see that game.
2015.
Correct. Yeah. I see this game going very, very similar to that game, except Barcelona are Man City and we are Juventus in that one. That's just my thoughts.
Yeah.
However, like as I said, like prove me wrong, and I really couldn't care what I say. I'll run this back time and time again.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Matthew is one of the most confident fans that I know. I do know him, and he's a proper confident dude. So the fact that he's predicting a win does not surprise me whatsoever.
Yeah. But we're
yeah.
obviously not favourites. Like on paper, we're not favourites, but I give us much more of a chance than the English media gives us because they're saying, you know, like people are saying online we've got like a 5% chance of winning, that kind of stuff. That's bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, they wouldn't say the same if it was Juventus. You know, this Juventus side, if they played against City, they would have been battered 8-0. I'm telling you. It's
Bro.
just, that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to introduce a new segment on the channel just called Juve Slander, and I'm bringing Yahya in it for every episode.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
I love it.
Yeah, because, you know, like, the stuff that I have heard this year is crazy. I cannot.
100%. Yep. This year, I've never heard, for the last year and a half, I've never heard as much hate and shit come our way from a rival fan that has the messiest bedroom I've seen in a long time. Like if you're gonna point at me and call me out for my flaws, you need to be flawless. You need to at least be winning. But you guys are such dumpster trash at the moment. The fact that you're still pointing fingers at me and my financial books for my club, I couldn't believe it, man.
And all this Twitter, you know, you see this, all this, the post Twitter accounts. And there was this woman that said, you know, oh, we don't have any air conditioners in our stadium. That's why we are not winning. What the heck was that?
Oh, man. The excuses will reign supreme from those guys. But yeah, I just want to thank you both because I'm going to drop you out because I need to go in like 10 minutes and I've got a few more pieces of content I want to cover. Yahya, really good to meet you, my brother. Another one. Here we go, Stockholm. Make sure you call in. And if you want my number on WhatsApp, just let me know on one of the socials and I'll send it to you, okay?
Okay.
Maybe beard.
All right. Forza Inter, brother. I love the beard. Love it, bro.
Where can I find you, bro? Is it WhatsApp?
Yeah, man. WhatsApp. Well, like if you just like send a message to the Inter Worldwide Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, any one of those three, just say who you are and I'll see it and I'll send you my number, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Ciao, brother. Tim, my guy, it's going to be a good week for us, bro. Like this was always going to be a good week leading up to this final. Like I'm calm as for a Monday after school. I don't know about you.
No, I'm feeling the same. That's what I said to you. As soon as we made the final, I'm like, realistically, we get beaten 4-1. We've made the final. I don't care.
That's it, bro. That's it. Any parting words before we link up again soon?
Yeah, just enjoy it. That's the thing. I think we just got to enjoy this. Like, I think we're getting wrapped up in so many little details and stuff like that. We're in the Champions League final. Like, I think everyone just needs to enjoy it. Drink it in on Sunday morning or Saturday night, wherever it is for you guys. Just enjoy the game. Don't get too wrapped up. You know, I'm just stoked. I'm stoked. But I'm keen to do more, especially in the off season. If you need content, super keen to do more. Awesome. And please, even if I'm not involved, keep it coming because it keeps us going through the off season.
100%, man. I'm never stopping. Thank you so much for stopping by, bro. Appreciate it.
No worries, man. Good to see you. I'll catch you soon.
Forza Tim, Forza Inter Worldwide. Let's go into some specifics that I planned ahead. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been fair of me to do it. Manchester City 2-1 winners over Manchester United only a couple of nights ago in the FA Cup final. 2-1. 11 shots to 13, 5-3 on target, 60% possession. Anybody that watched the game will know that Manchester City dominated that match pretty much from the get-go. Obviously, a 15th second goal from Ilkay Gundogan. This is his distribution map from the day. Relax. Calm down, will ya? The guy is an icon of the modern day midfielder. He really is. He really, really is. When I start to get older and my kids and younger fans I know ask me about midfielders, I hope I don't forget to mention this guy. Yeah, Haaland did absolutely nothing, Ian, but this guy, come on. Apparently he's available on a free. I've always been a Gundogan fan, but like the last 2 years under Pep, this guy has just aged like the finest wine in your pantry. You got to lock him down. You really, really need to lock him down to the day. He is going to be a pain in the culo to deal with, an absolute pain in the cooler to deal with. This is him in all competitions in 2022-23, 11 goals, 9.7 XG, 82 shots altogether. 50 games played already. Remember, he's capped 38 in the league. That means out of a possible 6 group stage games, 2 round of 16s are 8, 2 quarterfinals are 10, 2 semifinals are 12, plus the cup games. He's only missed a real handful of games. This guy is tattooed. No better than our starting midfield. Individually, I would say Ilkay Gundogan is probably the best midfielder on the park on the day. Closely by to De Bruyne, and then you can start talking about your Brozo and your Barellas. That's just me. I would really love to see a player like Gundogan or De Bruyne come to Italy and try and play a more pragmatic version of the sport. But at the end of the day, this changes nothing around the fact that Gundogan is an absolute star. Like Matt says, he is one of those players in the team that just has the ability to change anything at the drop of a hat, and he absolutely will. Kevin De Bruyne up against Erling Haaland this season, just statistics-wise. No specific numbers next to De Bruyne, except for the fact that he's got 28 assists, and the pass start is where the pass is received. Fantastic distributor of the ball, world-class distributor of the ball, one of the best passers of the modern game. Arguably, people just underneath my age bracket consider him to be like probably the best midfielder of the last 5 to 7 years. I don't necessarily agree. I still think there are some limitations to his game, especially in the backtracking phase of defense, transition, positioning. I do keep a close eye on him, and I do actually see that he can be out of position a lot of the time. However, when you play like a team for Manchester City, your flaws are covered. It's up to us to start to expose some of those flaws in this fucking fuckery of a Man City side that has just been given a free ride to these trophies and these accolades. I know they're good. I know that they work hard, but they'll never have it easier in their life than what they get to do for Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. We need to bring them back down to earth. We need to let them know that this is a game that you actually have to turn up to and play. Not like that FA Cup final where you turned up and ransacked Manchester United 2-1. Bro, I watched that game. Should have been 4, should have been 5. It wasn't 2-1, only on paper. If we win, do you think he'll come play for us? We can't afford his wage anyway, and I actually don't want him at this point of his career. The next club that gets Gundogan gets the Wish.com bootleg version of Ilkay Gundogan. Barella in our trio setup is world-class, though, 100%. You know, to me, he's the best player of all time. Barella missing the Liverpool fixture last season ignited something in him in the Champions League this season. Love that. Love that you picked up on that. Ian says all their team are stars, but so are ours. Love it. This is a one-off game we cannot have, and I stress, cannot have a defeatist attitude or be scared. It's a one-off game. We need to believe. Yeah, we need to believe, and we need to be brave. That's for sure. This is how we can expect the rivals to line up on the day, minus Stefan Ortega for Ederson. Now, I haven't watched enough of City this season to know when they've switched from a back 3 to a back 4. Obviously, with no João Cancelo there anymore, it was an easy choice. But if they were to switch to a back 4, you're probably going to see another centre-back come in there like Nathan Ake. Whether or not they choose to do that is against what I know. I don't think they will. I think the lineup that you see on the screen right now is exactly what you are going to see on the day, bar Ortega for Ederson. 3-2-4-1. The average age will be about 28 years old. It's going to be our toughest footballing fixture in so long. And you know what? I couldn't be happier that this Inter side gets to go up against this Man City side. Because if we can put in a good showing, it doesn't even matter if we don't come away with the cup. You come away with a good showing in that game, and I swear to God, you retain all of these players, bar your Gagliardinis, D'Ambrozios, Handanovic, and maybe you get rid of Dumfries at the worst, Brozovic. You can really go for the second star next season. You know, I'm a proactive person by heart. I'm not even just looking at this as a Champions League final. I'm looking at the opportunity within the challenge, not the challenge within the opportunity. Fuck that. The result is not everything. The trophy is not everything. Yeah, it's the most important thing, but there is so much to gain from this game. There is so much to gain from this match day, from a financial perspective, from a marketability perspective, from an experience and a tenacity perspective. You take this game to Man City and you retain all these players. That second star becomes achievable. It becomes achievable. We need to look at this experience as a whole and go hell for leather for it. Leave nothing on the pitch. You suffer with this club on the pitch for that last 90, 120 minutes. If it goes to penalties, oh man, my balls, they will drop and roll on the floor. I hope not. I've seen better sides than Man City in the past. Fair call, bro. I've seen better sides than this Man City in the past. I don't even think this is the best Man City I've seen. I've seen a better Man City than this. Barcelona under Pep, around about that 2009 to 2011 stage. That was a really good side. Really, really good side. That first Jose Mourinho with Chelsea in 2004, 2005, I thought that was a really, really good side. Really, really good side. Thanks for coming through, Amy. How do you think the final's going to go? Do you have any predictions for us? And thanks for always dropping into the channel. Let us know below how you think the final's going to go. I want to hear your prediction, Amy. I hope Stones tries to turn out of the box like he did against Man United. Yeah, he is definitely the guy to target for sure. I mean, naturally a defender playing up and not having as much support around him as he would like. Ruben Diaz is an absolute colossus, and so is Akanji. We're into back Limone in the summer. I think we will. We'll back him more in the summer than we backed him recently. That's for sure. Yeah. Experience, show, and money. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, it will come down to experience, and it will be a good show. And money is obviously a key factor here, because when you compare the squads, both of them are quite matchable on paper, but nobody spends like City or Paris. Nobody spends like the Qataris. Nobody. Drop some comments in the chat over the next minute or two if you wanted me to discuss anything else. I haven't said this once all video, but please like the video. Subscribe if you are new. We've got 28 people here at the moment, and it was really nice to do this video today. Really, really nice to be here. Nice to know that we've finished third this season, and we'll play Champions League again next season. We'll get drawn out of pot 2. So, yeah. You already said you dream we won 2-1. To be objective, I feel like 3-1 for Man City. Well said. Well said, though. I love it, Amy. And thanks for coming in. I really appreciate you coming into these videos all the time, as I appreciate Ian, Matt, Cartello, all of you lovely people. Massimo, hope you're well. Big Matty Amato. Motherfucker, that guy, bro. Such a funny dude. Nick Knox was here as well. Good to see you, Darian, Mikey, White Suburban Kid. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Isaac, always. It was a nice one. Time to get going. And I'll be back again probably tomorrow. I've made a few thumbnails, so hopefully I can come back again tomorrow and do a video and put something out for you guys. I want to put something out almost every single day. Hard to link up with people. Keep an eye out on the channel. Mo might book something extra special and extra good. Does Skriniar get a run? And if so, at what point should he? No, he does not get a run. He should not play the final. He should dress in his best Louis Vuitton suit and just sit on the sidelines. That's my opinion. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I really appreciate it. My name is Anthony Forza Inter Worldwide. Ciao.